A kid coughed on me today. Welcome back to day 293. God, why are you so loud? Yeah, I don't know, man. That's why. Why is it at 69? Anyways, so, I was at a doctor's office as always. And, I was sitting in the waiting room. And, I had to sit there, wait until I was called, obviously. And this kid walks, right, so I'm sitting here, kid walks in the hallway here, and as he's walking this way, coughs, turns to me, and turns all the way around, and then walks back, and I'm just like, kid, so I'm sitting there, trying to be like, cause I didn't want him to go, the hell, kid, what, you coughed on me? Marcus get cracked on this point. And it was just like, oh my god. So I didn't look at him right away until later when I was just like, the heck. I saw him walking back again, and he was wearing a mask, so I assumed he was wearing a mask when he coughed. But it wasn't just like it was a coughing fit, and I'm just like my love, sweetheart, I know you're like 7, but please do not cough on me. Thank you. The reason why I was scared he wasn't wearing a mask, even though it is mandatory in my building, that particular building, not the whole like state, but that building, thank goodness. I saw the mom having it like down here on her chin, and then she like later, and I'm just like, is your kid wearing a mask? Is your kid wearing a mask? For the sake of him being coughing, but also for the sake of him being coughing, like, is he okay? Are we okay? How many do I have? Sorry, I got distracted. How many videos do you think I have in the recycling bin of this computer? But yeah, one time at work, don't tell my old boss, one time at work I accidentally, well, he knows, one time at work I accidentally deleted all the employees' timetables for that week. And I got worried, and I'm like, oh my god. So I filled in mine trying to memorize it, and I'm like, I don't know how to, like, I try to get it back, but it's not in the trash can. And they're like, what do you mean it's not in the trash can? I'm like, it's not in the trash can, and like in the recycling bin. Why is there only, okay, there you go. 22. Yeah. I thought I had more in my trash can. Okay, I'm gonna pretend I didn't mess that up. Anyways, so what happened was, no, I don't want that. What happened was, this kid coughed and turned, and he was wearing a mask and everything, but I'm worried that he will get sick, I will get sick. So, if I get COVID in the next a week and what was it, 10 days, a week and a half to 2 weeks, I blame that kid coughing on me, which is really bad because my sibling works at a school, so it better not be COVID, because I would be so mad if I have to be like, hey, I got COVID, and then I have to call my doctor's office. I would have to call my siblings' work. Like, my sibling would have to tell her work, and I'm just like, nope, no. But it was really funny. I was in my allergist, and I love the front desk lady, the receptionist. She is amazing. I love her. She cleans a lot of stuff. Like, she'll wipe down every chair. She'll wipe down the door knob every couple times people are here in there. Especially if it gets crowded, she will just Lysol everything. She'll Lysol, like, spray, and then she will actually wipe things. But she will be like just spraying everything. She's like, if it doesn't clean the air, it will clean the carpet, kind of thing. And it's so funny, and I love her to death. And I just hear her real casual, or she was already pretty casual, but real casual, just being like, I'm gonna wipe down these chairs because somebody, sat their butts in them. And I'm just like, that's a little casual, but okay. And then I hear her being like, saying, I'm going, I'm doing all that now because, we got 15 minutes left. I usually don't like being there so late, but I was leaving at this moment, and I'm just like, oop, gotta go, because I'm like, I ain't gonna stay 1 minute more. She wants to get the hell out of there. And let me get out so she can finish doing everything. So I get up, and she just looked at me like, oh, and she's just like, oh, I didn't know you were here, sweetheart. And I'm just like, she's one of those people that are like girly. And so she's like, I didn't know you're still here, girly. And I'm just like, yeah, don't worry, I'm heading out. But it was so funny to me because she's just like, oops, too casual. And it was so funny because it's just so sweet. She's an angel. I love her to hell and back. She's a sweetheart, and she takes things very seriously. I was low-key worried that she would just be like, oh, I got my shot, I'm vaccinated, so I won't keep wiping things down. But no, she still wipes things down. She, from the moment she got vaccinated, before she got vaccinated, right after, all the time, she's been wiping things down after everyone's here, and then leaves, and I love it. She's literally a sweetheart. She's beyond. And so some people are like, oh no, I don't know if I want to get the COVID shot. And she's just like, okay. And then she's just like, I'm old. If I can do it, you guys can do it. She looks amazing, but apparently she has 5 grandchildren. More, maybe. And she's like, oh yeah, and if I can do it, and all the comments I had was, I got tired and I took a nap that day and my legs hurt. I did some squats, and she straight up just did a squat right there. She's like, a squat. And I'm like, I know what a squat is. And I so of course those other guys like, I don't know yet. I haven't decided. I'm gonna wait. And I'm just like, this was before I got my COVID shot. But I was like, I'll take it. If she's like, I got one right here, I'll be like, oh, right here. And that's what I was feeling. I'm good. Okay. But, since she worked in the medical field, she got it first. And so what happened is, she's just like, yeah. And I'm just like, oh, she's getting a lot of negative feedback, a lot of negative questions. So I went, oh, hell, I'll do it. She's like, and I'm like, hell yeah, because I'm like, I needed to support her because she's getting bombarded with all these people being negative against her and the COVID shot. Some people were more negative than others, but there was a few, 2 dudes kind of being like, I don't know. And then one of them's like, and I'm just like, so I straight up, it was like, yes, I would. And I mentioned, my mom has lung issues, I would totally just get it. Right now, right here, I would do it. I will take ouch or my legs or I'm tired over COVID 100%. I will take it. I'll get COVID. I'd rather get COVID post getting the vaccine than never getting the vaccine, even if I know I would still get it 100%. For some reason 100%. having the vaccine makes the virus easier for your body to handle, even if you still get it. Like, even if you still get the virus. So I'm like, I'm down. I'm down. Thank you very much. Yes. So, and I'm like, she's like, thank you. I have, she's like, I'm older. I have asthma. I have allergies. I have this. I have grandchildren. I got newly born little baby grandchildren. I need this vaccine. And I'm just like, yeah. So I think she really did like that. I don't like usually butting in, but for her, I will suck up my social anxiety. I will suck up it to be like, screw you to the older men saying that they won't get it, and I will agree with her. Yeah, I was talking to my sibling about getting coughed on, and I look over at my window over there, had some curtains, and I was like, this big of a thing, and I'm like, that's pretty big and high up for it to be just a leaf. You know, if it's on the floor, it'll be like a leaf. But so I go close to it, and I realize it's green, bright green. I'm like, huh? And I look at it. It is a grasshopper, and so it's not the biggest, but I'm like, okay, it's a baby, because sometimes they're like chonkers on the back door the last couple days because they try to eat the bugs that land on the door, and they land on the door going yum 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 yum. But they're big. But this is a tiny little boy. And I'm looking, and I'm like, he doesn't have one back of his legs. So I was like, okay. So I go and put a little cup on him. He doesn't freak out. He just starts walking around the paper that I'm sliding under. You know, I did this 1,000 times, sliding under. But sometimes certain bugs, they each have personalities. So I'm sliding this bug under, if Mark is here. No one has personalities. Personalities don't exist. That's so dumb. No, personalities as in personality quizzes don't exist. Like the INGJINJN or whatever the hell those are. Those aren't, that's such a, the quiz is not in psychology. That quiz is not an actual psychological quiz like it tries to make it out to be. Psychologists, I think, less than people, I can't remember. I think it was less than Freud? And Freud is pretty laughed upon, but some people still really hold on to Freud. Like, I think she said she never had any professors or associates that actually believed in those quizzes, besides like undergrad people that are like, these quizzes, but like, no. So anyways, what happened was I found the grasshopper and I was pushing the paper under, and it just walked on the paper, so I thought it was pretty chill. So it kind of had a little gap still. Didn't push it and made him walk too much because he only had one back leg, and those are his hopping legs. So I didn't want to be rude. And I go and I am like holding the cup or the bowl, and I see with the paper on the side, in my other hand, I'm holding the bowl, and he sees that there's a little hole. He's like, wait, I can just walk up here, because usually I will try to put my hand like this with the paper and cover all the sides so no one can scurry out. But he's chill, so he just starts walking out of the bowl, and I'm like, no, wait. And he walks out of the bowl, and he just starts walking on the outside of the bowl, and I'm just like, And then he walks onto my thumb, and so he's as big as this, from the knuckle to the tip of the, so that he's like kind of like this, and he's just chilling there. And I'm like, okay, where can I put him? Because right now it's raining, and 2 seconds later it will stop. Right now it's raining, so I don't want to put him out in the rain, but I don't want him to be in the garage either. And so I have him here, and I wanted to hold him close, but I realized if he jumps on me, I'm screwed. So I put him pretty far away from me, hold him out, and I literally am like, okay, what I'm going to do is I'm going to put him right here underneath some leaves, but if he wants, he can go into the dirt, because I don't know how muddy it is, and if he doesn't want that, he can go onto the asphalt and walk away. and then there's also grass near it. But I'll put him on the asphalt, kind of underneath it, and he can choose. So I'm like, okay, I wouldn't do that. And I was still holding him like kind of waist, chest height out in front of me. And I blink. And next thing I know, it's completely gone. I'm just holding on my thumb like this. And I didn't hear him drop. So I'm like, what the hell? And I'm looking around. I don't see him on my shoes or my legs, my pants, my shirt. And I'm like, is he on my face? And my sibling looked me over because I'm like, he's like this big. You saw him. And no, he was not on me. So he must have been outside somewhere. So, but I didn't hear him hit the ground. So he must have hopped on something. I don't know. But, so he can still hop. So, because he wouldn't have, if he walked, he would have just walked onto the underside of my thumb. But no, he just hopped and disappeared. But if you're like, how did he only get one leg? Apparently, when we were opening the back door, my sibling didn't see him, and I think he must have lost a leg, and they were holding that. I'm like, oh no, I hurt this bug's leg, but no, he's fine. He's outside now, so that's all that matters. Yeah, it's very much grasshopper season, which is the funniest thing to me, because, oh, wait, I was going to say that because in Animal Crossing yesterday, they started doing, like, the winter, or the weather's changing, and then, no, 2 days ago they did that, and then, or whatever, and acorns, and pine cones. Show up. But they also have like crickets and stuff, so I was gonna be like, oh, it's funny because grasshoppers. No, they have been having grasshoppers. So I don't know why grasshoppers for the last like 3 days have been really, really on my back door. So, yeah, but since it's also raining, I saw 2 toads. So I poked him because I needed him to move so I can go up the driveway. So poke, and he hopped away. And the other one, I held, and he like, no. And I'm like, okay. And I let him go. I try not to spook them too much. But usually I don't try to grab them unless I need to move them out of the way. But I did hold him. I didn't hold him like up high. He just was on the ground going like, I love you. And he's like, bye. And I'm like, okay, yeah. So I let him go, and he's like, don't. I'm like, yeah. So I feel bad, but I wanted to hold him. So, yeah. So good day, grasshopper, 2 toads, a kid, all the basics around here of animals you can run into. But yeah, I also got a prescription. I had such a bad migraine last night, I took 4 Motrins, and then right after I fell asleep, it was like 9 in the morning when I fell asleep, like 10 o'clock or something, I got a call, and I'm just like, who? And I'm like, okay, let me answer it. So I'm like, hello, because I have a nice customer service voice. I'm like, hello. Oh, yeah, that's me. Yeah, so apparently I had a prescription, waiting at Walgreens. I thought it was already thrown out. It's just certain allergy medicine that I don't take. It was the sedatives. I'm like, so I'm like, yeah, no, I'm like, yeah, I'll just pick them up. So I picked them up, and, what was the point? Oh yeah, so during the call, I'm just like, and I lay back down, and I'm just like, 4 Motrins, being in bed for hours, and not being able to sleep, because my head hurt so much, couldn't get up, things started just to bother me, you ever have that when you're just like, I am bothered now, like, I am bothered, that's how I was feeling, so, I'm glad I could instantly fall back asleep, but oh boy, that was a pain.